beautiful, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to talk about all of the makeup that's been announced, sneak peeked, and like released throughout this past week, and we're just going to chat about whether or not we want to pick it up, if it's going on the wish list, if we're anti-hauling it. I'll let you know what I think in this video, and then you let me know down in the comments what you think. I do this every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can come back and watch this every Friday. But I also do upload quite a lot of other makeup content videos. I do actually upload 5 videos a week. I am just still in love with makeup, still in love with color. As you can see, I am one happy clown today, and if you want to see more of that, don't forget to subscribe. But let's jump into the video because I actually have some really exciting things to talk about and some things that I may or may not already have purchased. Definitely may. Like literally bought them 2 minutes before I sat down. So, I did film this look. I actually used, wait, I have it here on the floor. I actually used the ColourPop and Barbie collection. I got this sent to me. I got this yesterday in the mail, and I thought, hey, why don't I sit down and film with that? So, that is what's on my face. Oh my lord, oh my lord. I will say, I'm not so much Malibu Barbie as I am like Barbie ran away with the circus, but that's fine. That's the person I like to be. I will leave a pinned comment where I link all the things that I'm wearing in case you're interested in any of the things that's on my face right now, and I will also put in the description box info for everything that I'm going to talk about. It's going to be links and release dates and prices, everything that I can find to all the things I'm talking about. You're also going to be able to find links to my socials, my vlog channel, and of course my merch. Did recently update my merch store. I actually bought quite a few pieces for Ricardo. I'll try and like put that on Instagram as soon as he gets it because I'm so excited. It really fits him. So I am actually gonna, you know what? No, I'm not gonna scoochie. I'll do that in a bit. I actually have 2 of the new releases here in front of me. That's not every day. Let's start with this one because this one is already this is already available. This is the Sigma Renew lip oils. I did have a get ready with me. When was that live? Yesterday. Yesterday, where I tried this one out. This is the Lustrous Lip Repair. It is a lip oil in 4 different colors. Well, one of them is a clear, and then there are 3 different colors and a clear one. These have a very big, juicy doe foot applicator, and these are available now on the Sigma website. I will link them down below. I do have a code with Sigma. The code is Angelica, so you can save 10% off your order. But I'm sure that these will be available in other places that sell Sigma soon as well, if there's another place that you prefer shopping them from. I will say these were very nice on the lips. They have a little bit of a cushiony thickness to them. It makes it look very juicy on the lips. It makes them also stay a bit on the lips, and they did feel hydrating and nice, but not that sticky to the point where you like your hair gets stuck and it's just annoying. None of that. I actually am fairly impressed with this lip oil formula, and I use the color Tint, which is this has a slight like milky chocolate tint, and I actually really enjoyed it. I will use them of course a bit more and I'll get back to you, but just wanted to let you know that that is available. The next collection that is not available yet, it is launching on the 20th. Is that on Sunday or on Monday? Wait, let me check. It is launching on the 20th of June, which is, hello, it is on Sunday indeed, and that is a new collection from Odin's Eye Cosmetics. They are releasing a collection that's called Saga of Freya. Well, the Saga of Freya? Am I saying that correctly? This is a Swedish indie brand, and it is a couple of different things in the collection, but I think the thing that most people are interested in is that there are 3 palettes in this collection. So there are 3 palettes based on the mythology around Freya. Like I said, Odin's Eye is a Swedish-based indie brand, and they are doing their makeup and all of their like theming based around Norse mythology. This is the one that is called Cast Breath. A lot of you were saying that this was reminding you of the Kaleidos Electro Turquoise, and I also said that in the video when I was applying it. I was like, hey, this reminds me a little bit. And it does remind me a little bit of that one. This one has more shades. The shimmers are different, and also this is a little bit more muted than that one. Like the orange is a little darker, and the green is not as turquoise. This is more like a dark green, but yeah, it does have a little bit of a similar vibe to that one. And yeah, I do have a video on this, and I will leave the video up here in the eye and also down in the description box if you want to see swatches. This is the second one. This is called the Amber Tears. This is a purpley peachy red neutral palette. Does this make sense? Because it is pretty neutral, but it has a bit of a like special pops. This one is stunning. This is like a gray mauve purple duochrome topper. It is so pretty. You have to look at the swatches of this one. I was so impressed with that one. Yeah, super pretty. And then this is the big palette. This is the Saga of Freya, and this is the one that has like 2 palettes. This is the first chapter. This is a beautiful burgundy purple palette, and then the other side, which is chapter number 2, is like a bright green, and this like duochrome, like purpley teal, super pretty. And then you have another duochrome here that is a pink to a green. Again, leave the video down below, take a peek at the swatches in case you're interested. Do have a code with Odin's eye as well. My code is Angelica, so you can save 10% on this collection and of course on everything else on the site as well. I will leave the info in the description box. I know that this is a very anticipated release. Odin's eye always does releases that people seem to be very excited about, which makes me excited because, I mean, nothing makes me happier than a Swedish indie brand doing good in the indie brand sphere. So if you were interested in this collection, I don't know if it's gonna sell out or not, and I don't know if it's limited edition, but check the description box to get some more info. Okay, let me put this to the side and then I can scoochy and we can start with some of the things that I don't have, because I usually do not have the news. It's just ended up that way. I think I'm in somewhat of a good position here. Am I? Am I somewhat in a good position? I hope so. Listen, this is what we're doing. This is where we are. Don't come for me. It's hot and I'm hungry and we're going into the new makeup releases. I did purchase one of these things. 2 of these things. And I am aiming to purchase at least 1 more. Wow, this is going to be one expensive week. I'll save those things towards the end and we can start talking about one of the things that I actually showed a little bit of a sneak peek of in the end of last week's video, because at the end of this video, if there's anything that's being announced in between me filming this and me editing this, because I am filming this on a Thursday, I'll just put it as a little sneak peek with a like initial comment towards the end of the video. So stay towards the end to see if there's any like last minute things. And I did show you this new palette from Artist Couture. I think this is called something bronze. Am I lying to you? Wait, this is called the new Supreme Bronze. No, I did not lie to you. This is the new palette from Artist Couture. They're also releasing a kind of a body and hair shimmer oil thing, which is not for me. I don't use things like that. Even though it's super warm in Sweden right now, I'm actually, listen, every time I say this, I always have someone that's almost upset with me. I'm that person that doesn't moisturize. Yes, that is me. I only moisturize the lower parts of my legs after shaving, which is not that often, to be honest. So yeah, I don't really moisturize. I don't really have dry skin. So body oils and stuff, I hate being sticky. I hate being like, I can't do it. I try to be that person, but it's not who I am, so that is not for me. The bronze palette looks really, like, it looks pretty. It really does, but I don't need a palette like this. If I'm gonna get a palette that's like, you know, that red, orange, yellow, I need it to be more red, orange, yellow than this. This one has just a few too many neutrals to be like my perfect like sunset thing. I need it to be either all yellow, orange, red, like the new, it's just Optimistic AF from BH Cosmetics. That is the perfect like sunset palette for me, because it has like 1 or 2 neutrals. Like, I can live with that. Or if it can be a mix of those sunset colors and then pops of other things that goes with it. Like this Barbie palette, for example. It has some pinks and blues. I will say this isn't the perfect for me either, but I need something like that because I still love those colors, but usually when you get those sunset palettes, it's like a half sunset and a half neutral, and I just need something more than that. If it's gonna be a half colorful, half neutral palette, yeah, it's gonna have to be really red and really yellow, and this one is just, it's nice, but it's not my perfect palette. I will say though, I've heard that this palette is really good quality. My friend Karen Harris did have a video comparing this one to the old Supreme nudes that they had, so if you were interested in seeing some comparisons, I know that she had that video up, so check her channel out to see that. The other thing that I showed you in the end of last week's video was these Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Highlighters. I will say though that when these were like revealed, I think that Cult Beauty and Beauty Bay accidentally like sneaked them, like, but they're out now, like everyone has seen them. I like the idea of them releasing stick highlighters. I think it's really smart. I think that this range looks really cute. I'm not gonna buy this though. I have realized that when it comes to highlighters, I like either putty or powder highlighters the best. I even tried another cream highlighter that was also in Thursday's video, and I've tried it again since, because I filmed that video before, but I wore that highlighter since, and cream highlighters, sometimes they don't dry down, it drives me crazy. That pretty much sums it up. So I have realized that when it comes to cream products, I prefer cream bronzers and cream blushes over cream highlighters. If it's gonna be cream highlighters, I want them to be putty. That's just me and my personal humble, well, not so humble opinion, but let me know if you're interested in this release. I have honestly no other details about this. I don't know when it's being released again, because it was again shown on Cult Beauty and Beauty Bay and then they pulled it, so I guess it's coming soon. But this always happens to Anastasia, their things get leaked, but since it was leaked but 2 different sites and I still can find pictures on Instagram, I don't feel so bad talking about it. Like, it is what it is. Speaking of Anastasia, I saw these new cheek like trios from KimChi Chic Beauty. Oh my god, it's so hard sometimes when you're, because I'm not a native English speaker. I mean, you obviously heard that my accent is a little bit all over the place. Sometimes when there's too many K's and C's and H's, I'm like, I don't know where to put my tongue. It's like, so hard. But these cheeky threesome, getting me demonetized, cheeky threesome chic palettes from KimChi Chic Beauty. Oh boy. These are available. They are available at KimChi Chic Beauty, and they're also probably gonna come to Beauty Bay because the brand is sold at Beauty Bay and they do get stuff in just a little bit later. I will say, when I first saw these, I was like, oh, these are those trios by Anastasia again. And I was like, wait, no, because this one actually has 1 shade option more than the Anastasia ones, because the Anastasia ones only had 3 and this one has 4. And I also think that this has a little bit more difference when it comes to the color options, because the Anastasia one was a super dark blush and then it was like pink. So this one has more of a pink one, a peach one, a more orange one, and then a deeper berry one. So I still am not gonna get this. I'm not the biggest fan of these chic trios. Like, it's not for me. I don't know why. I like it more when I can build my own. That I like I built a highlighted trio myself from Lethal Cosmetics. I adore it. I think it's so good. I'm kind of regretting not wearing it today because that yellow orange would be so nice with this. Love that. Or like duos. I like it more when it's like a blush trio or a bronzer duo or a highlighter duo. I don't like the highlighter blush like bronzer trio because it's rarely a combination that I want. It's like stars will have to align for it to be a combination that I want. And I think a lot of people feel like the way that I do, but I will say that these are only $19 each. I feel like I've heard some good things about this brand. Again, Karen Harris has tried this brand and she said she really liked the quality. So let me know if this is something that you're interested in. I'm gonna pass for the reason of me not really liking trios like this, but I don't think it's like a bad idea. I got a lot of tags in this, and this is NYX is revealing a new powder, and this is the Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying powder. I love NYX. A lot of my holy grail products are from NYX. My holy grail concealer, my holy grail brow pencil, my holy grail setting powder, my holy grail finishing powder, they're all NYX. NYX is probably the most underrated brand in this whole business, and I don't know how that happened really, but here we are. Their packaging is atrocious though, and I think that's the problem, but what's inside the packaging is usually great. I will say though, one of the releases that they have had that I don't really get along with is their Can't Stop Won't Stop. I think it's too matte for me. I didn't like the concealer, I didn't like the powder, I didn't like the foundation. The concealer and the powder are okay, but the foundation I absolutely despise, so I will not be trying this mattifying powder because I don't really want something mattifying. I want something with a natural finish. What is that background noise? Don't make me go close the door, because I will close the door. So yeah, this powder isn't for me because I'm not all about that like super matte finish, and I didn't really like this series that much. But maybe this could be for you. The shade range seems really good. It's just not going to be something that I'm going to pick up. This is something that I think a lot of you are going to be interested in. I did review the ombre blushes from Moira Cosmetics. Those are really pretty with the imprint. They look absolutely stunning. They were not my favorite formula though. They were a little bit too pigmented. and I felt like they were a little hard to blend, but they're releasing now some highlighters, and this imprint also looks absolutely stunning. This is the Sun Glow Face and Body Highlighters. It's an innovative, creamy powder with an ultra fine pearl formula that will give you the perfect glowing skin for any occasion. The shade range looks beautiful, the packaging looks stunning. It seems to be that same pretty sturdy see-through plastic packaging that they have with the blushes. I'm not gonna order this because I don't need something like this, but maybe if you can order from Moira Cosmetics with a bit more ease than I can, maybe this could be something for you, because I do think that it looks really pretty. I don't usually talk about Bobbi Brown, but can we talk about these like beautiful duos? Listen, I don't care about the single shadows at the bottom, I don't care about the single shadows, but look at those like beautiful like cheek duos. Again, a cheek duo, I can be all about that. Because here's the thing, I usually like when they match like a blush and highlighter together. I can usually get on board with that, but it's when they start mixing in a bronzer, it usually just does not get to be what I want it to be. But this is the Bobbi Brown highlighting duo. They look stunning. One seems to be a peach, one seems to be a pink. I don't think that I will be purchasing this, but I will say this is like the first thing from Bobbi Brown in years where I've been like, okay, it's really pretty. I will link it down below. It is available, at least the post says it's available. I will hunt it down and I will put a link to it down below in case you thought that it looks as pretty as I do, because that looks pretty. Here is something that I am not buying, and this is the Buxom eyeshadow palette that they're doing in collaboration with Ash K. Holm, and I have heard really good things about Buxom eyeshadows. I've actually heard really good things about Buxom eyeshadows. People saying that the quality is really good, that it's like an underrated eyeshadow formula. Personally, I think that this palette is very predictable. I've always said this will come off a bit catty, and I'm not meaning to be rude in any way. Ash is an incredible makeup artist, like an incredible makeup artist. Her work is incredible. She's a makeup artist. But sometimes with collaborations, I feel like a collaboration should bring something that the brand couldn't do on their own. And I'm guessing in this case, it is customers. They're bringing in customers, putting Ash, a famous makeup artist, on like the collab. But this isn't a very unique color story. So it's not the creativity that is the part that the collaboration is bringing. So this is mainly for people that find her artistry inspiring, or that wants to recreate the looks, or that like wants to support her launch, because it's not a super unique color story. It is a 2/3 neutral palette with a pop of purple and a steel gray shimmer. It is pretty, but it's not like it's never been done before. So for me, I'm gonna pass. I don't need this in my collection, and also I did buy some other things, so moving on. I did touch on this last week, and I said it looked like kids makeup, and I was gonna say it gets better. No, it gets worse. This is the Makeup Revolution and Bratz collection, and it seems like the collection is more things. Listen, did you think that they were just gonna release one palette? Makeup Revolution? They would never. No, they're actually releasing 5 palettes. Of course they are. Of course they are. So it's a big palette with 4 of the Bratz on the same thing. And then there is 1 palette for each of the girls. I didn't play with Bratz. I think I'm too old for Bratz. I think that Bratz became popular when I was like 17, 18, 19. And I wasn't gonna get into Bratz then, to be honest. I'm just so over Makeup Revolution. I tried one of the palettes. I did try the Soph and Makeup Revolution palette this Monday, so if you were interested in seeing my thoughts on that, I do have 2 looks and swatches on that. It is okay. It is an okay palette. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely not bad. Is it as good quality as this ColourPop palette? No. Is it as good quality as my BH Cosmetics palette? No. It is okay. It is affordable, okay makeup, but the thing with Makeup Revolution is that you never know if you're getting the okay formula or if you're getting the trash formula. And this just looks like this looks like kids makeup, and the people who liked Bratz, they're not kids anymore. Like they grew up, they're like pushing 30, and I'm like, who is this makeup for? Because this looks cheap. So there's no real collector's value in this makeup. This is not something that you would want to display because it looks like Claire's makeup. So, yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I do think that, yeah, I am not the biggest fan of Makeup Revolution. I don't think that that brand does the best things. This is something that a lot of people seem super intrigued by, and I will say, listen, I don't know why. This is a multichrome eyeliner crayon from Sugar Drizzle Polish. It looks cool. It looks cool, but how are you gonna use this differently than a eyeshadow? Because you're not going to be able to get an effect in your waterline, and I'm not even sure that this is safe for the waterline. And if you draw an eyeliner, like a line, I mean, you can just use a black liner or a black kohl pencil, and then you can just take a brush and just pack on the multichrome pigment and get the same effect, maybe even more impactful. So for me, this doesn't fill any kind of void in my collection. It just gives me something that I can already do. If you already have a multichrome shadow, you can do a multichrome liner with that. You don't need it to be a pencil like this. And I even if you can put it in the waterline, it is not going to be beveled enough and enough space for you to really see the shift, the multichrome like pigment. So for me, it is cool, but I'm not sure if it's really going to be something that you're going to buy and use and be like, yes, this is changing the game. Because for me, I think it's better if you just invest in either a loose multichrome pigment or a pressed multichrome shadow, and you can use that in all the different ways you want to, including like this, if you just have a black eyeliner or a black like kohl pencil, then you can do this as well. Just adding one more step and saving some money. That's just my personal take on it. If you disagree, that's perfectly fine. I don't hate it. I just don't see what kind of it's not filling any kind of a hole for me in the makeup community. This is available now. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and it is the limited edition scent Peach Ice Tea. It looks really pretty. I have 2 of these and I'm still going through mine. Again, I'm not the person that moisturizes my body, and I also forget sometimes to add something on my lips before I go to bed. So I guess I'm not a dry bitch. I guess I'm moisturized. I don't know. I don't even like tap water, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, this is available now. I will link it down below. Maybe peach iced tea is like your favorite and this is something for you. Remember though that if you still have one of these or a lip mask that you are still going through, don't buy another one just to have as a backup. Listen, there's going to be lip masks available on the market once you go through yours. So don't buy backups. Nobody needs backups. I know I said that I was going to buy the next palette that Glam Shop released. Glam Shop is a Polish indie brand, but I'm actually not gonna buy this one. And the only reason why I'm not gonna buy this is because the shimmers are darker than the mattes, and that is not the way that I love to do my makeup. This is the ColourLove, and it's a very colorful palette containing shimmers and mattes that work perfectly together. If you like smoky looks with a darker shimmer blended into a lighter crease, which is something that I love, but not enough to buy a palette just for that, I think this would be a really good palette because it really has a corresponding matte and a shimmer if you like doing smoky eyes like that. If you love jewel tone smoky eyes, this could be great for you. You're living in the EU, don't have to pay taxes when buying from American indie brands. This is definitely a brand to check out. This is just not exactly how I do my makeup most of the time, so that's why I'm opting out, but I still think the palette looks really pretty. It's just not exactly what I'm looking for right now. Pixi is releasing Eye Lift Max, liquid longwear shades formulated with skin-loving ingredients like blah 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 blah, easy to blend, soft focus, or build up pigment for more defined eye elevation. Looks really cool. Liquid eyeshadows. I feel like the beauty community is split into 2 ways. I feel like we have part of the beauty community that's a lot into very like dramatic, still super glamorous, pigmented, like intense looks. That's where I am. I'm still in that corner. I still love that. I still love dramatic makeup. And then I feel like we ventured off to another branch that's more easy, one eyeshadow color on the lid, mascara, like effortless, more like easygoing makeup, which is super beautiful. It's just not my preferred style, and I feel like this is gonna fit in perfectly with that other category. I don't think that this is gonna be something for me. I sometimes do get things from Pixi in PR, and if I get it in PR, I'll definitely try it out and let you know about the formula, but I don't think that this is something that I'm looking to add right now to my collection. But you're gonna have to let me know if this is something that you're interested in, because I do feel like a lot of people out there are looking for this like one-stop shop, like liquid eyeshadow, mascara out the door look, and not this runaway clown. There are some new palettes coming from Clarity Cosmetics. They are releasing 2 new 5-pan palettes. It's called Plush and Mauve Wedding, and then there is one that's called the Cobra palette. That Cobra palette looks really cute with the greens, which is like, it's like a murky warm greens going into more teals, going into more blues and some turquoises. I feel like it's a really cool mix of cool tones and warm tones within just the blue and green spectrum, and I feel like that is really cool. I really like the look of the palette. I've never tried Clarity Cosmetics. You're gonna have to let me know if you think that this is like a formula that's really nice. I think it looks really nice. I love those 5-pan like slimmer ones. That's really cute, but I think these are like the bigger pan eyeshadows, and you know I'm not really in love with that. I don't like buying eyeshadow palettes with the bigger pans if I can avoid it, unless I know it's a formula that I love. Let's talk about that actually, because here's another palette that has really big pans, and I wish it had smaller pans. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a sneak peek of the new release from Alien Cosmetics. She has said, I read in some comments, that she's planning to release this in July, and this is the Not Normal palette, and this is a grungy neutral palette with some plummy purples and those like chartreuse greens, and it's a really cool grungy neutral palette. Here's the thing though, I know that I love the Alien Cosmetics formula. I know that. So I think I'm gonna pick this one up. Had this been the first palette I saw from Alien Cosmetics, I probably would have been like, oh, I don't want those big pans, I wish the pans were smaller. I think this is gonna be the same size pans as in the Capricorn palette, which is like square pans or slightly bigger than the, for example, the square pans from Makeup Geek are smaller than these square pans. So I think I'm still gonna pick this one up because I love the formula, and I really love, I feel like the, remember when I said the Melt 420 palette was going to be my perfect grungy neutral palette? Yeah, that backfired because that formula was not for me. So I'm giving it number 2. This is try number 2 to find my perfect grungy neutral palette. So I'm hoping that this one could be that. I'm hoping that this could be what the Melt 420 palette couldn't be for me. Fingers crossed. I will leave some info down below if I can find more info, because I know I read somewhere that she was going to try and release it in July and not as a pre-sale, and if I find that info I will leave it down below. I also do have a code with Alien Cosmetics. It is Angelica, and you can save 10%. Let me see what I have left to talk about before we go into the thing that I already bought. Oopsie. Ooh, I did get a lot of tags on this one actually. This is the new Fruity Kitten, which is okay. Kitten palette from Winky Lux. This is like a rainbow palette with, I think it's half shimmers, half mattes. Again, this is very generic. This is a very generic palette. Had this come out 5 years ago, I would have been head over heels. Oh my god, give it to me now. I need this palette in my life. I would have already bought this. But this is too generic this far into the game. So for me, this is a no-go, and it's only because it's just so, there's no like tweaking of the colors, there's no like different like special formulas. That it's just a rainbow palette with some mattes and some shimmers, and that can be great, but I already have that, and at this point I try to not buy palettes from that unless it's from an absolute favorite brand that I love reviewing. Then I'll make exceptions. But yeah, not for this. I swear this lip color, I don't like how the Luxe lipsticks, the shade are, I know some of the Luxe lipsticks from ColourPop create that rim. These ones do. I'm just letting you know right now. I like this collection, but not the lipstick. Personal preference. Let's talk about these new Disney princess collections by Besame. I feel like Besame and Disney are doing a lot of collabs. Disney loves Makeup Revolution, ColourPop, and Besame, and it seems to be a mutual thing because they're doing so many things together. It seems like Besame is doing collabs. They're doing things with basically every Disney princess, and it's gonna be, each set will include a refillable metal enameled compact. I'm guessing it is a setting powder and a matching lipstick. $125, only 500 units of each set, which is like each princess, and it's limited to 1 set per customer. The first one is the Belle one from Beauty and the Beast, and it's coming on June 29th. And there is also going to be, let me read it to you, because I do think that these are really cool. There is going to be Mulan, Ariel, Aurora, Jasmine, Cinderella, Merida, it's Merida, right? Tiana, Pocahontas, Rapunzel, Moana, and Snow White. All of these are going to be available, and they are coming out, throughout this year. The last one is going to be Snow White, that is coming out on the 16th of November, so they're basically like, twice a month for almost the rest of the year. I think that this is really cool, especially if you are a Disney princess like lover. I think I am gonna opt out though, unless something is extremely unique and cool and there's a lip color that really speaks to me, aka an orange. Listen, I can't be responsible for my actions if one of these is an orange. Who would have an orange? Who would have an orange? I feel like all of these are going to be red. Listen, all of these are going to be reds, right? Maybe Merida would have an orange. Who's your favorite Disney princess? Let me know. Mine is actually Belle. I like Belle the most, but it's because I like Beauty and the Beast the most. I also really like Rapunzel, because Rapunzel is what I wish I would be, which is just happy for the little things, trying to be positive and trying to be, rather be naive than cynical. So I would say that Rapunzel is like the princess that I wish I was, like, you know, happy, positive, slightly naive. I could totally be that. Okay, let's talk about the new ColourPop collection in collaboration with Hello Kitty. This is Hello Kitty round 2, I think. Is it round 2? I'm pretty sure. I do have the first Hello Kitty round 1. I kind of liked it. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I thought that was ColourPop's good quality. That is my humble opinion. I thought that was a nice palette. I used it. I accidentally deleted the footage. Stuff happens, but I kind of liked it. I will say, quads without pressed glitter, I could be about this. I like that the blushes are more like bright, punchy, summery colors. The colored lip balms look really beautiful. If I get this in PR, I will try it. If I get this in are you interested? If I get this in PR, I can do a video. That could be fun. If I don't get it in PR, I will buy the yellow and the orange one. A yellow quad and an orange quad, really, see, this is what I mean. I love yellow and orange if it's just those colors. Like, I don't need the browns. I don't want to mix it with browns. I don't want to do that. So I think I'm gonna get the yellow and the orange one if I don't get it in PR. What do you think? Are you interested in this? I kind of like that they're still doing some quads. I do enjoy that, and I look forward to owning some of these pieces. I really want to make a ColourPop order, but I'm still holding my breath that the, what was that teal palette? The tie-dye palette? What was it called? I don't remember. You know that teal tie-dye palette? I'm still holding my breath that that is going to show up on the ColourPop site, because when it does, I will make an order from ColourPop. So that is what I'm hoping for, and then I will order, not a big order, maybe like 3-4 things, something like that. But yeah, I really do like that they're keeping doing these quads. I like that these quads doesn't have any pressed glitters. I really like the brightness for summer of those blushes, and I like that they're doing more colored lip balms. So all in all, I think that this collection looks really cute. It is annoying that there's always a ColourPop launch. Yes, it is annoying that there's always 1 or 2 ColourPop launches, but I don't hate this one. I actually think it looks really cute, and I'm wearing a ColourPop collection today, and I'm quite enjoying my look if we're not thinking too closely about the lipstick. Okay, let's end this with the thing I already bought. Listen, nobody is surprised. I know you're not surprised. I know you're not surprised, but I did buy the new palettes from BH Cosmetics. These palettes are already available at BH Cosmetics US. They're available at Beauty Bay, which is where I bought them. I didn't see them at BH Cosmetics Germany yet, but I'm sure that they're gonna end up there. I thought at first that I was gonna wait and buy them at BH Cosmetics Germany, but then I realized that I actually had a discount, like I had a coupon for like $15 off at Beauty Bay, and I was like, why don't I just use it? Because the thing is that shipping from Beauty Bay will take longer than shipping from BH Cosmetics Germany, at least from what I have gathered from this past like year or something. So as soon as I get them, I will do a video or maybe even 2 on them if you're interested, because I really like these 16-pan palettes from BH Cosmetics. Nobody is surprised. I actually had a video on Tuesday. Don't forget to check that video out. I will leave it up here in the eye, and if I forget, let me know and I will put it in. It is me ranking all of the BH Cosmetics palettes that I have, and I'm ranking quite a few palettes, so please do check out the video if you're interested in seeing what my favorite palettes from BH Cosmetics is, because BH Cosmetics has quickly become one of my favorite brands, and that is the reason why I ended up picking up both of these palettes, because I was like, one of my favorite brands is releasing 2 palettes in the palette formula that I usually like. I will say, my favorite so far has been palettes from the over the brunch series and the travel series. I have personally preferred the quality in the brunch series, but these are newer palettes as well in the travel series, and I will say the Lost in Los Angeles, which is the last palette that they had in the travel series, is one of the best pastel palettes I've ever tried. If you're looking for a pastel palette, the Lost in Los Angeles, I cannot recommend it enough. So I'm hoping that these are gonna have that awesome quality in these fun colors. So it is, let me see what they're called. There is also a bronzer palette. It's a bronzer and highlighter palette. I did not get that. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great. I just do not reach for face palettes. Like I said that, I don't reach for face palettes, but the face palette is called Tanned in Tulum, and it is 6 shades of bronzers and highlighters. I'm sure it's beautiful. I just don't need it. I don't need any of this, but I'm not even gonna use that after I review that, and I'm trying to not buy makeup like that. There is one that's called Party in Puerto Rico. It is 16 shades of vibrant oranges, reds, pinks, and like this is what I said. This is what I like when it comes to oranges and yellows. Just bright, 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 and then there's like a touch of neutrals. I need it to be 2/3 of the sunset colors, and it just slides of the neutrals, not the other way around. I hope you get what I'm saying. And then it's the other one that is called Passion in Paris, and that one is such a pretty cool tone purpley blue mix with burgundies and like almost looks like frosty metallics. I think that palette is going to be a killer. Take you from summer nights all the way into winter. Like this palette, you can make a killer summer like party look, and also make a killer like New Year's look or Christmas Day look. I think it looks absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to listen to the American YouTubers try to pronounce these names, because the names are in French. I know it's petty. Cannot wait. I love that. I'm not the best at French, but oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And then they can laugh at me when I'm trying to pronounce the names of the shades in the Puerto Rico palette, because it's, I have no idea. I have no idea how to say these. Castillo? Laguna Grande? Oh my god. My Spanish? Trash. My French? Also trash. But it's just slightly elevated trash. It's like a polished turd. That's what my French is. Anyways, let me know, what are you the most interested in from this week? If I have any late releases, I will pop them up on the side. with a little comment and we can chat about it next week, because listen, I'll be back next week and we'll chat about even more things. Hopefully you found this episode entertaining. Don't forget to subscribe because I will have 5 videos next week as well. And also don't forget to check back on this week's videos, because I was actually really proud about the videos that came up this week. I talked to my friends and I said, you know what? I really like the videos that I have up this week, so I hope that you enjoy those as well. I hope you're having an amazing Friday, I hope you're having an amazing weekend, and I will see you again on Monday for a new video.